You know you want to downsize, but you still have a few years left in your career before you retire. That can sometimes throw a wrench in your plans, can't it? I was speaking with someone recently over Instagram DMs with this exact dilemma, and it got me thinking we should talk through the pros and cons of moving before you retire instead of after. First, think about your why for wanting to move at all. Are you trying to get closer to friends and family? Are you proactively moving to a home where you can age in place? Do you have a dream lifestyle in mind for your retirement years? An obvious huge pro for moving before you retire is accomplishing this goal sooner rather than later. Another pro of moving before you retire is that you may have a more flexible financial situation while you're employed. This could make it easier to qualify for financing if you're not using your home equity or other assets to pay cash for your next property purchase. Plan ahead here. You want to be sure you're putting yourself into a sustainable financial position once you do retire. Now, the cons are going to be a bit more situational depending on your circumstances. One of the first things that comes to mind is your commute to work in the remaining years of your career. For example, say it's your dream to retire at a waterfront property around Lake Lanier, but you work in downtown Atlanta. That commute would be rough. Can you put up with it for the time you have left to work, or do you have remote work options you can explore? Next, and I can't really sugarcoat this, moving takes a lot of work. Possibly more if you're downsizing from a home you've lived in for a long time and have a lot of belongings to declutter and downsize. It could be a challenge to manage the task of moving while working. Now, people do it every day and make it work, using PTO or hustling to get it all done in a weekend. But it's a con worth mentioning because after you retire, you'll probably have more time on your hands to handle the task of moving. If you've seen my other videos, you know that there are so many resources and tips for making downsizing easier and less stressful. Pros and cons of moving before retirement are going to be very personal to you and your situation. Getting closer to your grandkids now may be worth a longer commute to work for a couple of years. It could be a brilliant financial move or a terrible idea, depending on your pre versus post retirement money situation. Given that the decision to move before retirement is so personal, I hope this video has given you new perspectives to consider as you're making your plans. My best advice as a realtor who has helped countless seniors is that you can never start your planning and decluttering too early. This way, you're in a better position to achieve your goals no matter your timeline. If you found this discussion helpful, be sure to subscribe for more great tips and strategies to make downsizing in your senior years easier. I'm pinning my retirement and real estate video playlist at the end of this video so you can dive right in. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.